What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel and to the 29th episode of Let's Play 2001Scape. I'm Twinrova, and this is my Ironman 2001Scape account, Theoin. In the last episode, we grinded for gold, grinded for GP using the mining and the smithing skills. Yo, what's up, James? Still hanging out here over by the stone circle. Grinded the mining and smithing skills to earn gold pieces to complete our adamant uniform, our adamant kit, the strongest gear in the game. Of course, we can't acquire the shield yet, but we have the plate legs, we have the battle axe, we have the helmet. The only thing that we're missing right now is, in fact, the plate mail body. And so we are mining iron and coal, and we are smithing steel short swords to make money so that we can save up the 40k gold that it requires, I'm not joking, to purchase the full adamant plate body. That's what we did in the last session, and as you can tell by my initial actions heading over to the southeast Varrock mine, that is the plan for today and for this session. So here we are at the mine, mining ore, and we have 3 iron mined. I believe it's been a bit since I've played. I've taken a little bit of a break between the last session and this one. What it was, 2 coal and 1 iron per bar, I believe. I also kind of went the wrong direction heading this way. Oh, it's because I was hanging out in the Champions Guild at the end of the last episode. So, usually I would go to the coal first and then to the iron mine, but that's okay. We'll mix it up a bit today. No big deal. Working towards inventory after inventory of steel bars, smithing steel short swords, because that is the good GP over here at the Varrock sword shop. 2 sessions ago, we completed every quest in the game. All 15 of the original quests are now complete, and that is why we have this sick blue cape. I kept calling it the Cape of Accomplishment. I heard that term somewhere, or read that term somewhere. I don't know where I got it. It's just called Cape. A thick blue cape. Which is awesome, and it's so cool. But you get this from the Champions Guild. It's the only place that you can get it, and you have to have enough influence points to get in. And influence points are acquired through questing. So yeah, that was awesome, and that felt like the end of a long journey. And questing is one of my absolute favorite things to do in RuneScape on any server, but this is not the end of the road for this account. There is a ton still left for us to do with this character, and the next step is to try to acquire the best gear possible in the game, which is why we are currently going to be on our mining, smithing grind. We're going to mine coal right over here in the barbarian village, and let's see, 3 rounds around the world will give us 12 coal. Man, that was good. That was like immediate first click. Very nice. Yeah, that was like immediate, but if we go 3 times around the world here at these 4 rocks, then that'll give us the 12 coal that we need to make 6 steel bars and to sell 6 short swords. And I believe I'm making a little more than 1k per inventory. So we need about 35 inventories more of steel bars. And there might be other ways to make money Like it's possible that we could try like crafting and try to do gold jewelry for money. But we already have this skill built up, and I think we'd have to seriously work on crafting to get to the point where we would be able to make money. I don't know at what point we'd be able to. Do we have all 4? 5, nice. Oh, maybe did I already collect that? Yeah, it looks like I did. Man, what is my mining level? Did I level up mining? I'm at 39. 1 away from 40. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Having 40 mining on 2001Scape. Notice the, yeah, let's go. This is going to get faster and faster. We're going to make money faster and faster as we level up, and we're going to gain XP faster and faster, which is just how RuneScape works. So I don't know why I'm still so excited about this. Nearly, almost closing in on 20 years that I've been playing the game. Interesting. Should I just fill up on, like, coal anyway? It looks like we have 1 extra slot now. I don't know what we ate a pie or something. Oh, maybe it's a slot for a gym in case we find one, and then I guess we can just... Man, am I going too fast? It's just weird because I don't remember having this problem last time of just making my way around the ring that efficiently. Let's go. Look at this little graphical glitch right here on the node. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm back. I took a significant break. I usually only take 1 graduate course at a time, along with my full-time job. And this past semester, I took 2 graduate courses, along with my full-time job and research obligations. And that was an overload. It overloaded my time, and I didn't really have... I had time to play RuneScape while I was working, like while I'm working on something, but I couldn't really be recording and playing. Like, I couldn't be just playing RuneScape. I had to be doing something else. And I know that it's not a PKer, but these barbarians running into the frame around me are scaring me into thinking that Lappy is going to show up any second. Coming to get me. But yeah, I'm back, and I'm excited to be back playing. I'm going to try to make more frequent content again. Summertime is RuneScape time for me, for sure. So we're going to be scaping it up. I've got goals to hit, including 40k gold in 2001Scape. So we are going to work together to make this happen. It's going to be a blast. I hope you're grinding while watching this. If not, that's totally okay. You can grind vicariously through me. I don't mind whatsoever. Just imagine that your right hand is clicking a screen over and over. But a really cool colored screen that pretends it's a fantasy world. But it doesn't let you do a lot unless you click a lot. If you don't click, you can't do anything in the fantasy world. If you click a lot, you can do everything eventually, but not that. Even more clicking for that. Okay, cool. Just keep clicking. Perfect. Oh, this person's name is Suomi. That's cool. It's like the famous RS3 account. Okay, where are we going? We're actually going. I should have gone the other way. Yeah, I've got my private open, right? Yeah, I probably should have gone the other way to be more efficient. Yeah, first run of the day. Not the most efficient of runs, and I hope that you'll bear with me as I get my bearings. But we will improve with each passing second. We'll get better and better at our clicking. Don't you worry at all. Okay, heading to the Lumbridge furnace, where we will smelt our bars without fear of retaliation, without fear of iron crumbling in the furnace. And I actually am really excited to hit 40 mining and then 40 smithing. That's going to feel like a cool milestone on this account. Can't wait to look like James with the adamant plate body. I don't think Suomi was kitted up like for melee. Looks like they were skilling. Looks like they were mining and whatnot. Alright, here we go. Let's get those steel bars. Yeah, look at that 100% chance of steel. 0% chance of rain. And we should have 1 extra coal. Yep, perfect. And we've got a pie just in case someone decides to come for us. So we're not caught completely unaware. That would not be good at all. We do have upper body armor on. We have a mithril chain body. And actually, I think we decided that was going to give us about a 1k advantage. Look how inefficient. I'm supposed to go up to the next door. I just had to click through this door for fun. XP waste, XP waste. GP waste in this case. Yeah, the mithril chain body is actually going to offset about 1k for us, so maybe 34 trips remaining. And I think we calculated that if we hurried, which we're obviously not for this run, but if we did hurry, the whole entire grind from wherever we were at, and I think that might have included some of the other armor pieces, like the helmet and the legs. It was going to be... Why am I going this way? I need to go this way. It was going to be about 8 hours of grinding total. So, again, 1 full workday in the office equals 1 adamant plate body in 2001Scape. And I can't imagine a better way to spend a Saturday as it stands. I mean, you know, of course, hanging out with my family, that kind of fun stuff. But other than that, totally other than that at all, it would be playing 2001Scape for all of you fine people and for myself, having a great time. Making short swords and selling them to a virtual shopkeep so I can make my gold pieces and get my epic armor. It honestly is cool. Like, this is taking us a lot of time, but RuneScape takes a lot of time. And this server allows you to, in a relatively short amount of time, achieve the in-game. And it balances this by making each action incredibly click intensive and compared with future versions of the game. All right, here we go. Time for that payoff. Let's see if we can get over 6K with the sale. Can we do it? Yes, please. All right, steel short sword. We want to sell, not buy. And 6K. Let's freaking go. 6,000 GP on our way. We need 40K and 400. 6K down, 34K to go. That hit of sweet serotonin is exactly why we keep clicking the screen over and over again. Maybe you're clicking with me. Maybe you just hit a level. Maybe you're on the way to the level. Don't quit. You're going to make it. I believe in you. Wow. Time for another round. Let's get it. And then there's all kinds of fun exploration that we'll have. all kinds of fun exploration that we'll do once we have the best gear in the game. And we might even break up the grind sessions with some other content. We might do other things if we get bored of, as long as I feel good, as long as I feel like up to grinding, I'm going to keep the grind going because I just need to. And we just advanced a mining level. Let's freaking go. Level 40 mining we just hit. Oh my gosh. 40 mining. Our first skill at 40 in 2001Scape. Wow. What a way to kick off the session. We're going to be collecting this faster and faster. The time is going to decrease, hopefully. Like, it's going to take, oh wow, it's going to take more and more and more XP to level. This is true, but we'll be burning through rocks faster, and that is going to translate into money more quickly. Imagine doing all this work and then getting PK'd for your 40k gold adamant plate mail. Imagine going through all of the grind, though, to have the ability to make that armor yourself, so you don't even have to worry about it. You're just like, yeah, you took it, whatever, I'll just go make some more. That would be the best case scenario. We are not quite there. I've got another graphical rock over here. 12 o'clock. Oh, now it's 6 o'clock. Man, as soon as we hit level 40, we couldn't mine this particular rock ever again. When you hit 40, this rock actually shuts down, so you're not allowed to access it anymore. So keep that in mind and make sure you plan ahead for losing access to this rock if you are also grinding your mining on 2001Scape. And we can check the odds of that. We can indeed. I'm going to open Lay Internets, and let's see where we're at on the mining high scores. We can see how many of you could possibly relate to what I'm talking about. If I head over to the RSC preservation, not preservation, the 2001Scape high scores, let's see where Theoin is at. I think were we in the top 100 before? Let's see. Theoin is currently rank 73 on the high scores, and let's respond to Suomi. Hi again. Nice name. Yep, I think that's a cool name. Theoin is rank 73 with a total skill level of 309, while Twin Rova is just ahead of Theoin at total level 320 and rank 69. So we're both in the top 75 accounts, both of my accounts, and rushing towards the top 50 mark. I'm going to tell Suomi, I think we're the only people on the server right now. Which I think is true. I think it's just us. I think we got all of these ores all to ourselves. But if you're watching this, you should totally jump on and play some 2001Scape with us. What I want to know is how I'm faring on the mining high scores. So first page is going down to level 53. So this should be one of the more competitive skills because people are motivated to create their own armor. It's like a common desire in RuneScape, right? So I just imagine that a lot of the people that jump on this server are going to dive into mining and smithing, making it one of the more competitive skills. We actually have number one on the mining high scores, and this is it. This is where we stop. Number one on the mining high scores right now is Ether. That's Aether, with a 76 mining, together with Brown, who has 74 mining. They are the only two players with more than 1 million mining XP on the server, and that's crazy. So 53, we've got 13 levels to go until we hit the front page with mining, which would be an excellent goal. Honestly, that would be really cool. Oh, and what's funny is spot number 20, spot 20 on the mining high scores is an account named Pawz2, P-A-W-Z, and then spot 21 is Pawz. So there's two Pawz accounts, Pawz1, Pawz2, that are claiming spots 20 and 21 on the high scores right now. That is pretty funny. Okay, if I go to page 2, the level to access drops to 46 with the aptly named Beep Beep I'm a Sheep, or just Beep I'm a Sheep. We've met that person before. And then on the third page, it drops to 42, and that's ranks 43 to 63. The mining level 42. So I'm guessing we're on page 4, maybe? Yes, okay. Page 4, Theoin is rank 71. So really close to our overall rank. We were 73 overall, 71 in mining. And that tells you that the majority of players are mining. They're leveling in mining and smithing. At least mining. Probably also smithing. All right. Let's fill up with iron. 4 to go. That was probably too fast. There's probably no ore yet. Oh, there it is. 3 to go. In one click. Wow. This is feeling really cool. I feel like we are on top of our mining grind. Wow, that was a fast collection. Oh my gosh. We've definitely never collected 6 iron quite that quickly before. That feels good. That level 40 mining. Oh, and did we just hit a smithing level? I thought we said we were at 39 and 36. We must have also hit a smithing level and I didn't even notice. 37 smithing, let's go. Let's see where we're at on smithing. Our smithing level is 37. And the first page goes down to 44 with grind a lot in spot 21 on the first page. Wow, so we're actually only 7 levels away. So more people just mine and don't smith. Or people just, are grinding mining more than smithing. Ether is also number 1 on the smithing high scores. What about overall? Who's the overall number 1 right now? It's Cake. Yeah, Cake pulled just ahead of Brown. Cake has a total level of 1,061, and Brown has a total level of 1,051. So Cake is 10 total levels ahead of Brown. Quite interesting. But yeah, we are getting dangerously close to being on the front page of the smithing high scores. And that is quite exciting. I don't think we can hit that in these 30-something inventories. It seems like it should take longer than that to reach the 45 smithing that it would take. About, we'd have to get to 45 smithing, really. I mean, part of the way through 44 we would make it onto the high scores page. That's 7 levels from now and only 30-something loads. I don't think we're quite going to make it, but I think by the time we get an adamant plate body I think we're going to be really close to the front page. It'd be baller to get Theoin onto the front page for mining and smithing. Those are two skills that just would be awesome. Because presumably of how many people actually will level them. And given that mining is my favorite skill in RuneScape, I can definitely grind out some mining smithing. Does not bother me one bit. I'm here for it. Okay, 6 steel bars. Gonna turn them into short swords. Coming up next on Disney Channel. I mean, no, not Disney Channel. This is not affiliated, this video, not affiliated with Disney in any way or manner. One short sword, one misclick. Oh, it said choose type of weapon to make, but did not give us the menu. Must be a misclick. 2 short swords. Check out this clicking action. Check out this high precision clicking action every time that menu comes up. Okay, 2 to go. 1 short sword to go. And then next up, last time it was tonin, last time it was serotonin, this time it's dopamine. We're about to get. Do I really know what I'm talking about? No, I have no idea. I definitely don't. Suomi has logged out. Is it just me? Come join me. Come, go sign up. If you're watching this and you're not playing 2001Scape, why not? Go make an account. I'm not affiliated with them. I just think that their server is freaking cool. And 7K, 7,200 GP. Wow. Wow, 7,200. We're heading towards the 10K milestone. 1 inventory at a time. Oh my gosh. It's actually nice. What did we say? It was like 1,100 or something? Was maybe a little more than 1,100 gold per run. So even less than 34 inventories, because every 10 of those is going to cut one inventory out. And because we're leveling, it's going to go faster and faster and faster and faster. So it's going to be no time, and we're going to have the 40K that we need, that I'm carrying on my person, just to kind of pretend that this is an Ultimate Ironman account. We technically are not an Ultimate Ironman because we spent a large number of early episodes using the bank. And the bank in 2001Scape only will store gold coins. So really, to be an Ultimate Ironman, all you have to do is take everything out of all your money out of the bank, and boom, you're an Ultimate Ironman. This game is basically being an Ultimate Ironman. This game is actually what taught me to enjoy the Ultimate Ironman challenge. This game is why I am into that now and play that style on other servers. And I feel like I almost don't want to go back. Like, I have my main that has no restrictions, but almost feel like I don't know. Iron Man is so fun, and Ultimate Iron Man is even more so. I don't know. I'm having a blast with it right now. I think I'm planning to make. I've made Iron Man preservation videos. I want to make Ultimate Iron Man preservation videos. I think that would be fun. Man, we're getting this coal pretty quick. This is sure going fast. Even without us being too efficient right now. Two coal to go. One coal to go. All right. Let's head over to the Iron Dome. Not the Iron Dome. Not that. The Southeast Varrock Iron Mine. That's where we're going. How is your grind going? I want to know. If you're watching this, a lot of people I've noticed that message me or that comment on these videos share that they are playing RuneScape while I'm playing, and that it's kind of like we're grinding together, which I really enjoy. Honestly, I think that's so cool. I play RuneScape alone a lot of the times. Like I love chatting with people. Like, feel free to chat me in game if you ever see me. So it's cool just knowing that these people, you presumably, are playing and grinding at the same time. Feels like we're playing together, and that is pretty freaking cool. But I want to know what you are up to. You can comment that if you want. You can message me in game and let me know what you're up to. What goals are you currently working on in your RuneScape journey? All right, let's collect the ginormo quantity of iron. 6. Oh, we missed 2 in a row. Wow. 3 misses in a row. So unlike the last round. That was so lightning fast. So lightning McQueen. Yeah, there's no ore available in the rock. Three to go. 2 to go. 2 more. 1 to go. We got this. Come on, respawn so I can mine you. Just 1 more. Alright, sweet. Full inventory. Let's go smelt it and smith it. Don't feel like mixing it up yet. I think we're going to Lumbee. Wow, these runs are feeling pretty quick. I don't know how it's feeling to you, the viewer, but to me, I feel like we're collecting these ores so fast. Are we really going to have more than 8K in the next inventory? That's so crazy to me, just like how relatively quickly we're making money. Watching the number climb is crazy. We'll definitely hit 10K in the session, 100%. We're definitely going to get past the 10K mark. So going to happen. Okay. Let's smelt these bars. It's interesting that if I use the coal on the furnace, it knows to search my inventory for an iron. I could theoretically click on a coal and then click on the furnace while having iron and then like mithril ores in my bag at the same time. And so maybe it would just go find the first one that pairs with coal and use that to smelt a bar. But it's interesting that it allows you to use the coal on the furnace instead of forcing you into using like the iron, for instance. It's kind of interesting, especially given that this is 2001Scape, pretty early on. And who knows if 100% of these systems are authentic replicas of gameplay in 2001. Like, for instance, the game would not have looked like that at all. Like, it would look like, you know, like we'd be zoomed in about right here. Something like this. Clicking around. Maybe like that. We definitely wouldn't be out here able to see all the way to the chunk line. But this client is awesome. So fun. And there's a lot of settings that you can mess with. Like, you can turn on the ability to see items in all the different buildings. I kind of like the immersive look without having like names over people's heads and stuff. But that could be cool. I just think it looks nice, like retro classic with all of this off. I like just seeing the world, not like metadata about the world as much as possible. And for some reason it doesn't really bother me in the corners of the screen. Like, it's a game. I know it's a game. It's not real life. So it's okay to have a heads-up display in the corners. But it seems better if the game world is not cluttered with text. It's not off-putting. It doesn't pull your eyes everywhere. It's not overwhelming to watch and look at. It's just art, and the art is cool. Old or not, it's cool art. It doesn't have to be modern art to look awesome. That adamant looks freaking awesome, in my opinion. They did a good job drawing that and then making their art hard to acquire. Have to earn virtual currency by keeping the Varrock, virtual Varrock, stocked on its swords, and 8,300 gold pieces. 8K gold. Let's freaking go. Back to the grind. Varrock apparently needs its short swords and is willing to pay top dollar. Top dollar for swords. And we will keep them in supply. Don't you worry. Back to the coal. 8,300 GP. 10K is going to feel like a milestone. Still at 40 and 37 for mining and smithing. We've come a long way there. We've still got a long way to go. Every step, every swing of the pickaxe takes us one step closer to our objectives. And we know how epic of a moment that it was finally acquiring the blue cape after all of the drama with the witch and the goblins and Ernest and what's her name? Valerina? Is that it? I'm probably getting that wrong. Does it even start with a V? I feel like it starts with a V. With Father Lawrence, with Romeo, with Juliet, poor Juliet, who's actually not too far away from us right now. King Roald, all of the personalities, all of the action. Prince Ali, and Osman, and Leela. So many people on our journey to the Blue Cape, and it was such an epic moment. Finally standing in the Champions Guild. That is kind of what we play for. Really, it's for the journey. The journey is the fun part. And you might not think so, but you're spending all of your time in the journey. And then you have that moment where you celebrate your success. But then it's time for the next journey. You don't want to just rest on your laurels. That's not what being a hero in a mythic fantasy world is about. You want to climb the next mountain. And so this game is mountain climbing. And right now, we are in the middle of it. And it is 100% a blast. One more coal. And we'll be on our way to iron. All right, let's hit it. I don't know if you can hear these birds that are hanging around my window, keeping me company. They want to play too. I don't know, maybe you could peck the mouse. Could you teach a bird? Could you teach a parrot to play RuneScape? It could peck a part of the... You could build an interface for it so that it pecks on the mouse pad, kind of like a drawing tablet, and that clicks on the screen. And then just, feed them when they level up or something. I don't know. So to motivate them. Was that on your bingo card of what we'd be talking about today, in today's session? Teaching a parrot to play RuneScape? If it was, cross it off. You never know what's coming next. Back at the stone circle, and I bet you James is right here letting these creatures aggro for infinite combat XP. And to get that kill count on Dark Wizards way up, there's a high score for who has killed each creature the most times, which is pretty interesting. Quite interesting. Five to go. Let's get that iron that we're going to reinforce into steel. Desperately needed by the town of Varrock to continue supplying their people with short swords. Every citizen of Varrock collects short swords. They all keep short swords in safes, in vaults, in their houses. One beside the bed for defense. For defense, of course. We have a hyper-armed Varrock. A blade behind every blade of grass. Alright, one more iron ore. And we're off to the races. Here we go. Over to the furnace once again. Some other things we could do to like break up the grind is we could go explore dungeons. Like we went into the Blurite area in the Asgarnian Ice Dungeon. And remember we actually got KO'd for the first time by an ice giant and ran our way to make it back. Pretty miraculously collected all of our stuff. Like, that was honestly wild. But we could go actually try to kill ice giants. There's an Edgeville dungeon There's the Varrock sewers. We could go just try to clear those, get to the end, kill everything, see everything there is to see. Just check it out. Just have fun with it. And then eventually, you know, try to kill the ice giant, the strongest attackable creature in the game. Would be fun. I don't know, who knows? Maybe we'll take some breaks. Just to keep mixing things up. Keep it fresh. But I gotta keep grinding while I feel motivated to be. And it's possible we could make some money from our delving adventures, from our dungeoneering, if you will. Not the skill, but the actions. But probably not nearly as much gold as we're making right now. This is probably going to be the most consistent gold, at least that I'm aware of, in 2001Scape. Not that that's saying much. I'm not like an expert. I don't play with the wiki, right? So I don't know. I just kind of explore and figure things out as I go. I don't really know what the most efficient ways are to do something. I try to figure out efficiency as I go. And it's more fun that way. I don't use wikis for quests. And it could be useful to use wikis, just not for quests. Like, I don't know, that could be beneficial. Not every server has a good wiki though. So yeah, I do like learning about updates and like RuneScape 3 and like the latest things happening through the wiki, and it's a really cool project. The main thing that I get out of not using the wiki is not being spoiled for quests. So maybe, and also not looking up like how to kill bosses. Reading random pages just for like history and knowledge, that doesn't seem to detract that much from our goals. So I don't know, maybe at some point I'll start doing that to just become, it could be useful to just become more knowledgeable about the game, more so than what I learn from playing. Just to get extra info, learn new things. Maybe for things like economy, that could be useful. And for skilling to be efficient. I don't know, we'll think about it, but the key thing to me is I like to figure out boss fights on my own. I like to figure out quests on my own. If it's a mental exercise, then I like to try to figure it out myself. And 9,400, almost 9,500 GP. One more time around the track, and we're going to be at 10,000 gold. I cannot freaking wait. We're so close. Juliet is not hanging out up here, but I believe Juliet is still in that building. Yep, I think I just got a brief read on her. No examine text for the goblins. Still. They've had 21 is 20 years, so they've had 23 years, and they still haven't updated that, which Just kidding, just kidding. In the main game, there's definitely Goblin examine text. Alright. Let's get this coal. This is the 10k coal. Did you know? This is the special coal that when you collect the 10k coal, you get 10k gold. But not immediately. You gotta combine it with iron at a furnace and smith it into swords and sell it. But this is, in fact, a special variety of coal known as the 10k coal. Completely legit. So glad I still have my Amulet of Accuracy. Thought I was going to lose it to the Ice Giants. I really thought so. I was sure that we just lost everything and we're going to have to kind of reset our inventory, which is super possible. That could definitely happen still. But as we get stronger, it becomes less and less likely. Okay. That's not the rock yeah. This is the right rock is the one I don't have access to after 40, but I was not wanting to give up its precious coal, a precious resource in this gaming world. So many different metals require coal for the proper alloy to be constructed. All right. Wow, we circled around so fast that the coal hadn't even spawned yet. Raw, unadulterated insanity at that. And that's not being dramatic in the slightest. Nope, no one ever accused me of drama. Wow, this rock is really anti being busted open and its ore stolen. Okay, one more coal. Here we go. Sometimes you just get a tough rock. You need to go to the source code and say, if Theoin clicks 5 times, then give rock. Just add that little conditional to the mining logic. Alright, we're going to go collect iron for our 10k inventory. Oh, that's going to be so epic. I wonder if it's going to feel like we're going quickly. We're moving quickly. Each inventory is getting faster. We're making money more rapidly than we have been. But I wonder if it's going to feel different seeing, you know, like 13, 14, 15 versus 7, 8, 9. Like it's a smaller total portion of the amount that you have. So I wonder if there's going to be any kind of psychological factor there. RuneScape, a ton of RuneScape is psychology. Actually, because the game is so, you know, kind of easy in the tactics, the strategy, right? There's a lot of different routes that you can take, but tactically, what you're doing at any given moment is never that hard. It's usually time consuming, and so psychology seems to play a huge part in RuneScape. And I'm wondering what the psychological impact is going to be once we're past 10k. If the grind is going to become more challenging or not. See, Jagex in the modern game wants you to play, right? So they want to remove psychological barriers from gameplay. They want it to feel like butter playing RuneScape, and RuneScape 3 really does play like that sometimes. It's an absolute blast, but the modern iteration of the game should have removed a lot of what could be perceived as psychological pain points for players that maybe in the past were seen as a kind of like crown of achievement that you got over them. So it's interesting to think about, to me at least it's interesting to think about variation in how it feels to grind out your achievements. For instance, if you play more recent variants of RuneScape and then you drop into 2001Scape and now you have to click on the pickaxe and then click on the rock, like that is going to be psychologically challenging for you because it's not something that you are used to having to do. It's going to feel like extra energy that you're needing to spend. And so some people might respond to that positively, like, yes, bring on a challenge, and others might just painfully suffer through it. Like, or not be able to suffer through it because it's just too much for them to handle. I'm sure the majority of people that join the server probably are looking for some feeling of nostalgia and are probably more here to wander around and to accomplish some basic goals, but it probably takes a special kind of person to stick around long term and to push through a lot of this, a lot of the way that this plays. All of the extra clicking. No, we don't want to fight the goblin right this very second. What are our melee stats at? We're in the 20s. Not bad, not great. We'd probably get KO'd by an ice giant. Whoops, misclick. This is the 10k inventory that we're smelting into steel bars right now. We are about to be there. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! What happened? We left an iron on the table? Let me just check and see if there's any. Oh, did I left before my inventory was really full of iron? No. Oh, the inefficiency. No. No one ever accused me of being dramatic. Not once. We are taking the good path now. Just a little. Wait for it. Just a little. Shoo. Through there. All right. You've been playing for over 1 hour. Please consider visiting our advertiser if you see an advert which interests you. Doing so will help ensure RuneScape remains free. That is irony. It's dramatic irony. In fact, well, I guess it'll make our next trip just a tad bit shorter. And I think we'll still hit 10k, so knock on wood. I think this is real wood. I think. Could be wrong. It's an old table. Old desk here that we're escaping on. Let's make the short swords. How many inventory? Is that like our 4th or 5th inventory this episode? Let's see. We kicked off the episode with what, 4K GP? I think it was like 4K GP. And now we're about to hit 10K, so I think this will be about 6 inventories in this episode, which is awesome. We didn't have very much gold because we spent it on plate legs, but now we have 10K GP, 10,388 gold pieces on our way to 40K. Let's freaking go and keep the grind rolling. 3 coal in the bag for some apparent reason. We didn't mine enough iron and I didn't notice. Somehow I wasn't paying close enough attention. I do hope that someday you'll find it in your heart to forgive me for that, because I won't find it in my heart to forgive myself. And I just felt like I would leave an uncomfortable silence after that statement, just to see how how the reaction is. No one ever accused me of drama. These goblins just don't care. They're just hanging out in a field. We're not at war or anything. They're just chilling. We're having a great time all together in Gielinor. Alright, so we need less coal this go around, so this should be a faster... Look at that! 2 for 2! 3 for 3! Make it a home run! Ah, it was a triple. Okay, that was a triple though, and that's pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. Yeah, a long way from the home run. This is definitely missed the mark on the 4th one. But 3 for 3, that is pretty baller. Not gonna lie, 1. Oh, that wasn't 1 for 1 though, so it doesn't count. Yep. That will only count if we get it on the first try, the first attempt. So I was hoping it would happen there so I could start chanting up the something, the row. There's a row in my mind of single, double, triple, home run. Dang. This coal does not want to get got. There's always one. In a batch of 12, there's always at least one, sometimes more than one, that just does not want to get got. Single. Just a single. That one was batted over the shortstop into left field. Rolls to the outfielder. And we reach first base just in time. But a base hit. Okay. Only 2 more coal? We can move on, and then we really want to try to make sure we are hitting the mark with our iron. We don't want to have a 5 sword trip again. No thanks. I'm so excited though. It's cool that we're at this point where we really are acquiring like one of the best items in the game. Like we're working our way towards knocking out all of the big ticket items in 2001Scape. Good night. This has been so many attempts on this rock. Wow. Now it's like a personal problem I have with the rock. Okay. One more coal. Yeah, that was so many. And single. Let's go. We'll see if we get a double at the next iron node. Yeah, that was quite a drift there. Man, that was, what was that, 20 attempts for that node? We're sure a lot. I thought this was going to be faster, a faster round, but absolutely not. It'd be cool to know which dungeon, if any of the dungeons would be a good moneymaker in some way. Like, someone picked up chain bodies that spawned for their 40k gold. Doesn't sound fun, but it sounds different. Maybe we could, I don't know, try it out for a few K just to mix the money making up a little bit. I have ADHD, you know, I need to, and diagnosed, I'm not just saying that, not just like joking that I have ADHD. I need some variation in my life from time to time. I can focus on a grind for a good while, but variety is the spice of life. Double. Triple. It doesn't really count because it's iron, but oh, the home run! An iron home run, which is not as epic as a coal one, but still, that's good. A coal home run would be like the real goal. I need to see if we can add that to Alder's task list. That might be unrealistic, though. I have a list of tasks that Alder has published. And Alder is the one who suggested the Alder tiers challenge that we followed. Which, if you don't remember, it is to, rather than saving up for adamant armor right off the bat, which is cheaper and more efficient, but then you don't get to experience stepping through each of the tiers, Alder's suggestion was to require yourself to either craft or purchase a full set of bronze armor first, and then iron, and then steel, and then mithril, and then finally adamant. So that you get to experience each tier. You're forced to work for each tier. But you still can use gold to acquire it rather than needing to craft it yourself. Yeah, because I was thinking that I would want to smith my own adamant, but it's going to take so many hours of gameplay to do that, which is fine, but I just don't want to wait that long to have it. If I can avoid it, if I can get it faster but still make it feel like a challenge. All right, here we go. This time we're going to have, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make it 6 bars of steel. I would say as per usual, but, you know, we messed that up in the last trip around the block. So we're going to hit 11k gold. And it's going to feel really cool when we get to that point where we skip 2 where we get to cash in on that every 10 attempts, every 10 rounds we get an extra K. That's going to feel fun. We just did that recently, and I didn't even celebrate it if we're at 10,388. But maybe we didn't realize because I messed up because I did 5 bars instead of 6. I'm not entirely sure. I'm very thankful for the one player, I cannot remember their name, that ran back and forth on this path showing us to even try it in the first place. Because it feels like a better path. And psychology, right? If it feels better, then maybe you're more likely to keep doing it long term, which you need to do to accomplish your goals in this game. We're past 10K, y'all. That is a fourth, not just like we're more than a fourth of the way through the total amount of gold we needed to acquire all of the adamant gear, because we have everything except for the plate body. But we're also a quarter of the way through just to the plate body. Just one item out of all of these items that we've already purchased, right? Just trying to minimize as much as possible the distance that we have to go to convince us psychologically to keep pressing forward towards the mission. Yeah, one more sword. And then hopefully we'll be somewhere around 11.5K. About a K per about 10 minutes. About 10K per around 90 minutes. So about an hour and a half. Roughly an hour and a half for 10K gold. And 11,507 gold pieces. Let's freaking go. Will I do that every time? Maybe, because it feels good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think we're actually going to be a little slower than 10K in 90 minutes. But not too much. If we were to acquire 10K every 90 minutes, then that would be 4.5 hours remaining. So we probably have, reasonably, we have less than 5 hours of this kind of grinding left, which is not bad. I mean, realistically, it's only a few sessions. Only a few good sessions. All right. Let's see how we fare this time. Not a single off the bat. Yep, not even one coal acquired yet this round. Even with 40 gold, even with 40 mining. A mining level! We hit 2 mining levels in this one session? Oh my gosh. Let's freaking go. 41 mining. Wow, 37 smithing and 41 mining. We are not just working towards gold. We're working towards levels. Our total level is rising. Was that a double? Not a triple. Wow. Look at that. Single. Oh, we looped around before. there was ore available. Still no ore left. 41 mining. Into the 40s. We were at 39. That's 2 mining levels and a smithing level today. I'm pretty sure we were at 36 smithing and now we're at 37. I could be bonkers. I could have missed that, but I'm fairly certain. All right, 4 coal to go from this spot. Then we can move on. Three to go. Two to go. On the 12K inventory. One last coal. These 2 identical barbarians right next to each other that both look like with the yellow beard. Why am I blanking on his name? I've watched so many of his videos. The other RuneScape Classic channel. With a ultimate preservation account with the yellow beard. Created free-to-play neat server, or neat free-to-play. Okay, I know who it is. I just can't remember his account's name. I'll get it to you. I always quote him going up and down the Beast Fable. That reminded me. Beast Fable. I was pulling up YouTube to go find it, but imagining myself climbing up and down the to put the grain in the hopper reminded me. Beast Fable. Baller. $11.5K. It's pretty awesome. James is still over here grinding next to Delrith, which is a fight that we spent a while preparing for. All right, 6 iron ore. Here we go. No dice on the first click. So maybe our home run was cool earlier. Only 2 iron to go. One more. And there we go. Last iron. We actually have 6. Don't worry. Don't mind me. Off to the furnace. Why don't we mix things up finally? After, how long has it been? After an hour and 20 minutes of going to Lumbridge, I will finally take the Kharid route to introduce a change in scenery. And this is where it happened. This is where the first ever Lappy ambush took place. Got the compilation video up for anyone that wants to see those moments. Just running for my life. And I wish now that we could have had a better all-out just life or death confrontation, which we had life or death confrontations, but if there was ever a chance for it to be a more fair fight, for me to not just immediately get wrecked, would have been cool. Alright, let's dump this into the furnace 6 times. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Baller. Let's go. Hit that furnace, not furnace, anvil. The 12K load. Put us at around 12,600. Yeah, so we'll have made about 9K in 90 minutes. We're really trying to get to 39K. Making some heavy-duty progress today with a capital P. And this is the path that I ran away from Lappy, and we both got hung up on Dark Wizards. That was pretty wild. Oh, it's going to happen. It's a lot of fun. James is no PvP. His strength is probably through the roof. I guess let's go check it out. Because why not? Let's go see fighting high scores. James is not even number 1. Wow, that is insane. James is number 5 on the combat high scores. With a fighting, which is some kind of maybe average of combat stats, but not exactly telling. Some... Well, his fighting is 74. Don't know how that translates to levels, if that means an average of 74 combat stats or not. And probably specifically melee. Probably not accounting for good magic, evil magic, or ranged. I'd guess that it means an average skill level of 74 in melee stats. That would be my guess. Number 1 is Koopa with 83. And that is pretty baller. Okay, let's dump this off. Here we go. Six steel swords, just for you, Varrock shop assistant. Hello, bold adventurer. Can I interest you in some swords? Yes, please. $12,626 gold pieces. Wow, and if you multiply that by 3, that's almost 40k. We're almost a third of the way there. We're definitely past a fourth. What would that be? 13,333 times 3 would be 39,999, and we could sell the chain body, so really some amount less than that is going to be a third of the way there. So really, after this inventory, will be a third of the way to the plate body. And that is going to feel great. Take the helmet off. Keep the look going. Let the long hair out. Like my teenage and college years. Had hair down to my shoulders and longer. All into metal music. Still am into metal music. Naturally. Didn't deviate there, but no longer with the long hair. But it lives on vicariously in my 2001Scape accounts, both Theoin and Twinrova. Alright, doing pretty good. Not like great, but not terrible this round so far. So far, so good. I'm wondering now when we're going to hit... Wondering now when we're going to hit 38 smithing. We're obviously leveling up mining much more quickly than smithing, but I'd expect that we are near a smithing level at this point. Would be my guess. Okay, we've got 5 coal left in this round. 4 to go. Single. If I can click. Just a single. This time line drive splitting the first and second baseman into the outfield. Three to go. This depends on if this rock will cooperate with our goals and our dreams, our aspirations. 2 to go. Fourth try, fifth try, there we go. Fifth try is the charm. They always say. All right. Heading them up and moving them out from the barbarian village over to the southeast Varrock mine. This time we're going to be at 13,000, like 700 something gold. So we're going to be really close to the point where we get an extra K. Like we'll skip a number. We'll go to, like, let's say we go to 13.7 and then 14.8 and then 15.9. If it was really like that, it'll actually happen sooner. And then we'll skip 16 and go to like 1700. 17,000, I should say. Wow. That's going to be cool. 40,000 gold for an adamant plate body. Several hours of grinding for one adamant plate body. Crazy, huh? It's a lot of effort for the fashionscape, for walking around with the best of the best. Full adamant is as far as I got in Classic before the Classic servers shut down. One of my least favorite days. It was quite sad when they pulled the plug on those servers, but it lives on in these projects with Open RuneScape Classic. That makes these servers available to everyone for free as a hobby project. What's cool is you can even like download your character so that if you ever were worried about the server disappearing, you could potentially migrate your character to a different server or continue playing solo on your own. You can actually stand up one of these RuneScape servers completely on your own, which is pretty cool, I think. Play Soloscape, which is basically what Ironman and Ultimate Ironman is like. You just can find and chat with other people, which makes the game more fun, in my opinion, having people to play with. This time of day, it's just not, it's not popping. People are on 2001Scape late at night, I find. Like late afternoon, or sorry, late evening rather, and into the night. Some people quite late into the night. I said I think you and me, Suomi, are the only people online, but James actually was also online, so that was not correct. James has been on this entire time period. All right, let's get them. Count them. 1, 2, 3 steel bars, 4, 5, and 6. Let's hit it. Let's get to that anvil. There's someone on the top 10. Is it the fighting high scores? Yeah, just named Scape. I think we've seen before. It's kind of a cool username. Just Scape. Number 1 is Koopa in the fighting high scores. Koopa is number 3 overall. There's 282 pages now of people with at least level 27. It's anyone with 1,000 XP. That's how you get on the board. So if you wanted to be in the top 6,000 2001Scape accounts, go on, create an account. You don't have to go grind out an entire adamant plate body or a blue cape unless you feel like it, unless you think that would be a fun goal to achieve. You could just go make a free account, play it on your computer, and until you get to 1,000 XP, just to have your username on the high scores for such a cool project to show how many people, to add a name to the list of people that thought this server was worth their time for at least 1,000 XP. Make a character, check it out. And just have a good old-fashioned scape fest. Just some good old-fashioned escaping going on over here. We are about to hit 1/3 of the gold requirement for an adamant plate body. Right now, we're about to sell it. Here we go. Hyped. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm afraid I'd get stream sniped, but maybe I should live stream some of these to try to get like people chatting, to have others to talk to when I'm playing. Might not be the worst idea. I wonder if people would show for that. 13,745 gold pieces. Let's freaking go. Wow, we are officially a third of the way through the 40k gold that we need for an adamant plate body. That is epic, and we're really close to getting to thousands with one inventory. We're real close. The grind continues. Yeah, maybe I should be streaming these. Really the only reason I don't is because I'm afraid of the stream sniping. I wonder if I could do it with a delay, but they would know, like if I'm just going in a circle over and over again. It would be known. Look at that. That was a single. That one was popped up and landed. Made it past the center fielder. It was supposed to be a routine fly, but somehow he whiffed it and I made it to first. Look at that. There's no ore available in Little Rock. You'll love to see it. What a great problem to have. Single. Just a single. This time it was a walk. Just some wild pitching. On our mining and smithing grind. Look at that amulet of accuracy. I'm so happy that that is not missing from our life. It could have been gone forever. Ironman, we can't trade for that. Not on this account. Playing with an economy is also fun. Like, I like having a standard character as well. So that, like, for instance, let's say you're playing preservation. If you go get a sweet drop like some dragon equipment, you can go sell it to someone else. And that's pretty cool. Like, you can be an adventurer in an economy and make money. Like, that's pretty awesome. And it's a little more fun to me when it's not like RuneScape 3 and old school RuneScape, where there are millions of people playing, so your economy is kind of automated. I like games where you have to actually go find a buyer or seller and meet up to trade. All right, one more coal, and we're off to the races. Off to the races. Here we go, heading to the iron. We're not going to hit 1,500 gold this stream, are we? 1,500 would be absolutely nuts, in my unprofessional opinion. But we're almost there. 13.7k. Are you grinding? Are you still on your grind? Are you? Whoa. That was crazy. Did you see that? I'll do it again. Whoa. Look at that nether over there. Theoin wants to know. Are you grinding? Look him in the eyes. Tell him the truth. He'll know if you're fibbing. He always does. Look at the little battle axe animation from the front. All the little hand-drawn textures they had to make. And look at the speed. It's like going up and down so fast from that direction, but here it's more normal. This game's hilarious and excellent. An excellent game. Okay. Here we go. Yep. Iron ore. Let's get it. Oh, double. Wait for it. Yep, there's no ore left. Wait for it. Triple. Ooh, a triple. But that was a good one. That one bounced off the back wall at a good angle so that the fielder took the wrong angle to start, allowing you to get all the way to third with a slide, but you made it. One more iron to actually round out the 6. I told you I would never forgive myself. $13.7k. I bet we'll be at like 14,980 or something. We'll be just shy of 15k gold. Too bad we can't just pickpocket people. It's not preservation. We don't have thieving yet. Who else buys things for a K in RuneScape? I guess there are higher value items that you can make and sell. The question is, can you make them fast enough to truly increase your earnings? I mean, this is capitalism we're talking about. Count them. 1 steel bar. 2. 3. 3 to go. 4. 5 and 6. Let's go. And we're running to the anvils. A straight grind. An honest day's work. We have done nothing but go around in circles. We went this way one time, so it wasn't quite a circle, and we kind of messed up a couple rounds, but, you know, on average, we've gone around in a circle the whole session. And it's been an absolute blast, but it's been a grind. Has indeed been a grind. One that is going to pay off. Literally lots of money, and then we're going to spend it all, and we're going to have no money left. But we're going to have some green pixels on our upper torso. And they're going to be epic pixels. You just wait and see. You saw the pixels on James. You saw it. Okay. Let's now make short swords. 1, 2, hey, no misclick. 3, hey, no misclick. Wow, are you watching a professional RuneScape player? A professional 2001Scape player right now on YouTube? Is this his day job? It's not. But is it? Alright, that's 6 short swords. We've probably sold 36 today. More than that. We've probably sold nearly... We'll probably have sold nearly 50 swords today. I don't think we're at 50. But I think we're going to be at like 48 or 47 with the missing sword. Alright. And just like that, 14,864 gold pieces. More than 1/3 of the way to the adamant plate body. Wow. And we've just played this straight. There's been no cuts. There's been no takes, clips, or whatever. This is a start the session, roll the session straight through. And I think I am going to end it here and take a break. But this has been an absolute blast. Thank you all so very much for watching the 29th episode of 2001Scape. In today's session, all we did was grind. We were on our mining smithing grind, earning money towards the adamant plate body. We passed the 10K mark. We passed the 1/4 mark. We passed the 1/3 mark. I know a 4th and 10K are the same thing, but for epicness, 10K, 1/4, and 1/3. In the next session, we will continue to do the same. If you enjoyed today's session, don't forget to hit that like button and to subscribe for more retro RuneScape content. I'm Twinrova. This is my Ironman 2001Scape account, Theoin. Until the next episode, happy scaping and fight on!